Has your unworthiness wound been triggered again? Are you upset with your twin flame for not contacting you over the holidays? Are you feeling that agony, that heartbreak, and that pain all over again? We tend to blame our twin flame for all of the shit that we're going through, but this unworthiness isn't their fault. This is coming from past relationships. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing. We are very quick to blame our twin for all of our feelings, all of our anxiety, all of our pain. And the collective energy lately, the last couple of weeks, the holidays, was absolutely fucking horrendous for any of us twin flames in separation. You know, we're going through all of that shit all over again. We're going through where unworthiness when being triggered. We're in deep pain. We're in deep heartache over the last couple of weeks, and it's still ongoing. Do you know what I mean? And like, it's the fucking bipolar energy again. Like literally, for me, it's either every day or it's, you know, I might get a one day that I'm going, yes, I'm back to normal again. But it's not like, you literally, if you're like me, you're crying through most of the fucking holidays. And this is it, that fucking pain, that fear that you've lost them, it's all coming back up to the surface. And we're constantly blaming them. We're constantly angry with them. And we're constantly seeking their communication to feel okay. And every time they don't communicate, we don't feel okay. And then we get angry again. You know what I mean? It is like literally, 1 minute you might be, for me personally, like the first week I was just pure anger and pure pain and pure, upset tears. And like the second week I was starting to get better. So there was 1 day off and 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on. And the 1 day off, you're back in surrender mode and you're like, everything's going to be okay. I can feel his energy. I can feel that love. You know, I'm feeling excited to see him again, all this kind of stuff. And then the next day it's back into anger and aggression and fucking upset and crying. You know what I mean? And it's up and down, this fucking roller coaster. Do you know what I mean? Like I have been in surrender mode and then for long periods of time. And then all of a sudden the shit hits the fan again. And like Christmas for me was fucking horrendous. Do you know what I mean? I was in surrender mode. I was really looking forward to Christmas. And then the whole week of Christmas and the whole week after, it was just pain and heartache and heartbreak. It was just that fear, that deep fear of losing them. And the thing is, right, yes, our twin flame has free will choice. Yes, there is a chance that they won't choose the aligned path and that they're going to choose to stay in the matrix and live the shitty existence that they're living. Do you know what I mean? And continue to make the decisions that they're making based on their conditioned energy. That there is that possibility. But we have to stop allowing our self-worth to be dictated by them. We have to get to a place of choosing ourselves. Whether they come back or not, it's not our responsibility to heal them. It's our responsibility to heal ourselves. And if we're constantly asking, why aren't they choosing me? It's because they're not choosing themselves. They're not choosing to make the right decisions for their life. They're choosing to do what they've always done. They're choosing to stay in a conditioned matrix reality. That's not them not choosing you. That's them not choosing themselves. And if you continue to, I suppose, put all your pain onto them, that's you not choosing yourself either. And this pain has nothing to fucking do with them. It hasn't. Like, you know, like it's no coincidence. Like, our pain is connected to our past relationships. It's connected to our childhood. Our unworthiness stems from childhood. But for me personally, a lot of the pain is coming from my past relationships, especially my 8-year narcissistic relationship. And this has been coming up, like, this is the thing. The energy of releasing our ex. This is the thing. We've released our ex physically. He doesn't exist anymore. But the pain that they caused, or, you know, the pain that we went through because of that relationship is still there. So effectively, we're still allowing our ex to control us because we're still allowing that to dictate our future. What I mean by that is, like, we're comparing our twin flame connection to how we were treated in the past. This is bullshit, because there's so many reasons why it can't repeat. We're not the same people we were back then. We were unhealed in a trauma bubble and we attracted narcissistic relationships. Okay? We're not those people anymore. We have grown into the best version of ourselves. So our energy is different. When I was younger, when I was in those relationships, I was wounded, I was naive, I was over trusting. My energy radar was zero because I didn't even understand fucking energy. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now that I've healed, or I'm healing, my energy radar is on point. You know what I mean? I can tell a narcissist after I get downloads before I even talk to somebody that they're a fucking narcissist. I know a narcissist before, you know what I mean? Before they enter the room, before I have a conversation with a narcissist, I can pick up on it straight away. I can feel energy. So I can trust that the energy I feel with my twin is completely different. Do you know what I mean? I can trust that the connection I have with my twin flame is completely fucking different. I can trust that. But you see, this is the thing. We're doubting ourselves. This is the pain coming up from the past again, and it definitely is connected. Like I throughout my journey of healing, I've had dreams of my exes, as a way of healing, and the dream of my HR narcissistic ex, they kind of, but both of them they stopped. But the 2 weeks of Christmas when my unworthiness wound was re-triggered, I kept dreaming about my ex again. Because it's releasing the ex that we need to do. We have to release the hold that pain still has on us. Do you know what I mean? And, I've forgiven that. But you see, this is the thing. We might have moved on and we might have let go of them. They don't exist to us anymore. We've blocked them, we've deleted them. But we're still holding a resentment towards ourselves. We're still holding that anger towards ourselves for being in those relationships for so long. And we're still, like, the pain, the stuff that I've been kind of going through this week as well is anger towards myself. It's like, what if I'm wrong about my twin flame? What if he's not the person I believe him to be? And then that anger comes in towards myself again. It's like, how could I be so wrong? How could I let myself be hurt again by another fucking asshole, effectively? Do you know what I mean? I know my twin flame isn't an asshole, but this is the stuff that's coming up for me this week. Is that anger, that pain towards myself, thinking that I'm not strong enough, that I'm not good enough. And this is it. This is the unworthiness wound again. It's feeling that we're not worthy enough for our twin. And this is what we have to remember. Our twin is mirroring us, so they're going through the same energy as well. They're going through that energy of needing to release their ex. They need to release the pain they suffered as well in order to move forward. Because, like, if we constantly, believe that our twin flame is a repeat of our past, we're never really going to be able to move forward. And, like, my friend is a coach as well, and she did a session with me on Saturday, and for my unworthiness wound, and I could feel it was like my heart was being squeezed, and I realized the pain. I realized how far my walls had gone back up again. They'd gone back. I could feel the pain through the front of my chest and through the back of my chest when it was releasing. The walls that we've put back up because we don't feel good enough. We don't feel good enough for divine love. We don't feel deserving of love. And this isn't to do with our twin and their behavior. It's to do with our past. You know what I mean? And, like, we asked our twin. Our souls have made a deal with our twin to trigger us so that we can heal. Our triggers are our guides to heal. So our twin flame is doing us a favor by their behavior, by their silence, so that we can heal what's within. And this is so important. Our unworthiness wound is so fucking deep. It's so deep. It's so fucking deep. I've been working on this for fucking years, but it's because of that past energy, that past relationship energy. It still has a hold of us. It's still telling us we don't just... Still repeating the words our ex repeated to us, effectively. That you're a piece of shit, that you don't deserve love, that no one will ever love you, you're fucking ugly, all this kind of shit, like. Do you know what I mean? So we're basing our future and our present. We're basing our relationship with our twin flame on the behavior of our past relationships. Like, we're not going to repeat the past. We're not going to have that kind of energy. And this is where it comes back to choosing ourselves and understanding that we are worthy. We've always been worthy of love. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how different you and your twin flame are. You're still worthy of each other. You're still the same person or the same soul. You know what I mean? You're still the same at a deep core soul level. You know what I mean? Like, and being human is what makes you worthy of love. You don't have to do anything, to change anything to become worthy of love, because you're already worthy of love. You're already worthy of each other. You know what I mean? And we have to stop sitting here thinking that we're pieces of shit based on other people's abuse or other people's words. We have to start to, in fairness, the people who treated us like shit were fucking assholes. Their opinion shouldn't matter. And I know because their words, I suppose, confirmed what we already felt from childhood. That's what our biggest, I suppose, what has enhanced this feeling of unworthiness. So it does come back to the inner child. We have to come back to the inner child. You know, re-loving, reparenting our inner child is how we start doing this. But it's finding that love, and that's how we find that love within ourselves, is by reparenting our inner child. You know, you were never a piece of shit. You were never unworthy of love. We're all born completely worthy of love and completely unconditionally loving human beings. That's what we are. We're blank slates. It's because of the experiences that we had that made us feel that we were less than. And it's only in choosing ourselves can our twin flame choose themselves as well. You know what I mean? If we're sitting here blaming them, if we're sitting there constantly projecting outside ourselves for how they're treating us, we asked them to treat us like that. We asked them to trigger us so that we could heal these wounds. And I want you to keep remembering, this pain, this unworthiness has nothing to do with your twin flame and everything to do with your past. And it's only when we release the past and release our ex that we can genuinely start to come to understand that we truly are deserving of this love. We really are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're not unworthy. You're not. There's no, you and your twin flame are the perfect match. And you're both worthy of each other. You're both worthy of divine love. And just because of your ex's behavior, that doesn't make you less than. It makes them less than. I'm sorry, but like it does. For anyone to treat another human being the way we were treated is bullshit. It's wrong. You know what I mean? But just because we were treated like shit doesn't mean we are shit. And this is something we really have to remember. You know, another person's behavior is a reflection of them, not a reflection of you. You know what I mean? And I know our childhood is a big one. You know, how we were treated as kids, the lack of affection, the abandonment. And it doesn't have to be physical abandonment. Your parent can abandon you by being aggressive, by being non-affectionate, by choosing a substance, being an alcoholic or a drug addict. This is all ways of abandonment. There's emotional abandonment, not just physical abandonment. This is what causes our feeling of unworthiness. This is what gives us that fear of rejection. So go back to that. Go back to your inner child. Nurture them and heal them and know that you are worthy of this. And just release the past energy. Your past is preventing you from moving forward. The reason that you have these walls up is because of your past relationship. You know what I mean? Your ex controlled you in the past, but they're effectively still controlling you now because of what they did to you is stopping you from moving forward. We have to release that control. We have to let go of what they did to us and trust that your twin flame connection is not your fucking ex. It's not. It's not even possible because you transformed so much out of that kind of energy that you cannot attract assholes anymore. It's a fact. Your energy radar is on point. And this is it. How do you feel with your twin flame? How did you meet your twin flame? Was it soulful? Was it otherworldly? Do you feel good in their energy? Are you high after being around them? This is true soul connection. If this person was a narcissist, you would feel like shit afterwards. You would feel drained afterwards. But when you're with your twin, you actually feel like it's like you're on full power all the time. You know what I mean? This is so important. It's only when you're not around your twin that you're fucking depleted because you're bringing back the energy from your past. So release your ex, release that pain, and release that unworthiness because you are worthy of this love. You really are. You just have to believe in that. Nurture your inner child, nurture yourself. Figure out what exactly is making you feel unworthy and try and release that. Let go of the power of the control of what your past relationships have on you. It's only in releasing that past trauma and not blaming our twin for the pain we're going through. This is not their fault. This is past trauma resurfacing. So nurture yourself through and trust the process. I know this last couple of weeks have been fucking torture, and it has felt like we've lost them, but we haven't. We're just clearing out all that pain from our past relationships, and that's the pain we're feeling. This has to purge from our system so that we can actually welcome in the love of our twin flame. And this is what's breaking down our walls. So let the pain out, let that pain release, and understand it has nothing to do with your twin flame connection and everything to do with your past. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help in your path. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box.